and welcome. I'm Jessie Ray, and this is Chiron's Key Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reading. This is going to be a collective reading for the new moon that we are going to have in Capricorn on January 11th of 2024. So welcome to the first new moon of this year. I am going to read the Sabian symbol to give a little bit of an overall energy, and then we will go through the houses so that you know where to set your intentions, just give you a little insight there, and then we will pull the tarot. So this is going to be happening at 20 degrees, but I'm going to be reading the Sabian symbol for 21 degrees and some change because it's gone past that, so we round up. But Capricorn is all about the sign of hard work and structure and climbing that goat scaling the mountain, right? And so when we think about Capricorn, Saturn is its ruler. What is Saturn? Saturn is about responsibility, restrictions, limits, hard work, goal setting. And so let's just kind of jump into the Sabian symbol here. This symbol speaks to the highest point of group opportunity and to the importance of teamwork. It is through the group that the individual is given the greatest chance to sharpen his skills and develop his talents. The emphasis is in the image of a relay race, and it's on how learning to give and to take, and on realizing that each individual's contribution is essential to the whole. By lightening the load on any one person, it thus becomes possible to achieve as a team what might be impossible to accomplish alone. On a practical level, this image suggests a race against time, competition between groups, and at its positive and highest, this symbol represents coordination, skill in getting people to work well together, and an outstanding sense of personal responsibility. And the negative is our inability or unwillingness to think or act independently. So the accent is on teamwork and efficiency, and others may be depending on you to do your part well, and your opportunity is your greatest advantage lies in being willing to give and receive, learn to be a good conductor of universal energy, and keep the flow going, and guard against becoming the broken link in the chain. Keep your skills and talents in shape and your knowledge up to date. And Mars just went into Capricorn, and Mars is the planet that's all about action and moving forward, and it's a lot of other things too, but I feel like it's going to give us a little boost around really alchemizing some of these changes that we want to embrace, right? Because with Pluto being at 29 degrees, everybody's feeling this on an individual level differently. It's all playing out, but we're also feeling it on a collective level too. So not only are we individually going through a lot of different changes depending on how Pluto is playing out in your chart, we are also going through a huge collective change. And I really feel like this is a time to not only get our own little ducks in a row, but also be able to help other people where we can. Reach out, start building those communities that you want to see out in the world. How are we going to help each other? If things really hit the fan, how are you going to help your fellow person, your neighbor, your family, even a stranger, right? I feel like we're headed towards some really big shifts this year, and I really hope we can all come together and help each other out. I was holding space before I started recording, and the Alchemist card came out, and the Transmute card came out, and the Paradox card came out. And I just feel like there's something about really stepping in to that alchemy role within our lives. How do we change things? How do we alchemize with new energy? How do we take and make something out of nothing? Is really what's been coming up for me personally. I feel like facing our fears around this time is something that is really going to be coming up. And setting your intentions for goals, not only goals that you want to see over the next 6 months as this new moon becomes a full moon in Capricorn, but what are your goals for a year from now, or 2 years from now, or even 5 years from now? And so if you are an Aries rising, I'm going to get into the houses real quick just to give everybody a little bit of insight, but this isn't sun sign astrology. This is going to be dependent on your ascendant or your rising sign. So if you're an Aries, it's going to be taking place in the 10th house. which is public image, professional goals, and career. So, setting new intentions around what you would like to see come to fruition in that area of your chart is going to be very beneficial. Taurus rising, this is going to be happening in your ninth house. So, because there's some trines happening, you have some more flowing energy during this time. It's a little bit sweeter for you. So, this is personal growth, expanding your belief and knowledge, maybe taking some classes, really expanding upon connecting with your higher self and kind of all things in that spiritual realm of knowledge. And Gemini rising, this is going to be in your eighth house. So, transforming, transmuting. It can be about debt or money owed to you or getting money from other people. It can also be kind of like a death and rebirth time for you. So, kind of setting intentions around things that you want to let go of and release that are no longer serving you, and really bringing in that new energy. Cancer, this is happening in your seventh house. So that is relationships. It could be romantic relationships. It could be friendships, partnerships. Also, if you have your own business and you're wanting to call in some clients, that can also be how you're relating to your clients as well. Leo, this is going to be in your sixth house. Sixth house is all about the daily rhythm of your life, your daily routine, how you show up, your daily tasks around your workspace, around your fitness and health, and around your nutrition. So, what are you trying to change or set new intentions around there? Virgo, this is going to be in your fifth house. Excuse me. This house is about love, romance, joyfulness, your expression, your creative expression. So, where are you finding some more playtime? Where are you finding some more joy? Where are you maybe finding some, new romance, romantic partners? Really allow yourself to have fun during this time and really find some joy. And Libra, this is happening in your fourth house. So this is about your roots, your internal world, your emotions, things behind the scenes, things behind closed doors. Do you work from home? Maybe reinventing your office space, doing vision boards around your house, getting your house organized. This could also be with family. You could be helping family. You could, need to kind of be reworking something in a family relationship. So think about setting new intentions around that. Scorpio, this is happening in your third house. So this is communication. This can be learning, this can be websites, this can be siblings, it can be your neighbors or neighborhood. You could be moving or going on like a short trip. So setting some new intentions around that area in your chart. And Sagittarius, this is going to be in your second house. So, second house being the house of self esteem, resources, your money, your security, your financial security. So, are you wanting to kind of change something in that area of your life around some of those themes? Definitely setting intentions around this new moon at this time will be very helpful for that. And Capricorn, you're the star of the show right now. This is going to be taking place in your first house. So this is all about yourself, how you show up in the world, how you express yourself, how you are, right? Like it could be your style, it could be how you wear your hair. So there could be a sense of wanting to change something around that. So setting new intentions around how you're changing yourself a little bit, how your personality might be changing a little bit, and those changes moving forward into the next few months. And Aquarius, this is going to be in your 12th house. So the 12th house is all about hidden spaces and quiet spaces and spiritualness and temples. You might be feeling like you want to spend a little bit more time alone right now, kind of trying to build a spiritual practice for yourself, looking into some different themes around that. So setting some new intentions around having a good practice around a spiritual belief system that's going to kind of help see you through some of these challenging times that we are all facing. In Pisces, this is going to be happening in your 11th house. So 11th house is knowledge and networking and nurturing your relationships, reaching out, having social groups, nurturing those relationships within those social groups, goals, and really kind of where you want to see yourself, like all those goals, and building your community and kind of reaching out. So those are kind of my little tips for all the rising signs, just so you can know where to set the intentions appropriately, because not all these new and full moons operate on the same level, and you kind of need to know where it's hitting your chart so that you know where to set these new intentions. Okay. So I want that to be the middle card. This is the energy we're moving away from, and we're moving towards the sun. Okay, great. So with this hanged one over here, the energy that we're all kind of like collectively moving away from, even though we're still in Mercury retrograde shadow, I still feel like, we kind of had that pause moment there while Mercury was in retrograde, and then now we're kind of coming out of the pause, and even though it still feels a little tiny bit sticky, we're kind of coming away from feeling like really slowed down, that things aren't kind of like working or going in our favor, or even being able to move forward, moving towards this temperance energy of healing and welcoming in new things, and really getting in touch with our emotions too as well, and really being able to kind of take that emotion and that fire, the water and fire, and kind of make something new, and then we've got that sun card, which really tells me that there can be a lot of joyful things that come from setting the intentions that we want to set, start doing the hard work, right? Because Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, so this is not just set the intentions and walk away. This is going to require hard work and dedication and due diligence on your part. But if you do, the little things each and every day, then I feel like it's it's going to get you to a much brighter place. And putting in that hard work and doing the things that you can do on a daily basis, I feel like is really you're gonna start to see over the next 6 months, really kind of things coming to fruition. So, okay, 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and these two on this side. Okay. And then what's in the bottom of the deck? 7 of Swords. Okay. So kind of coming out of like a battle almost too, with this like mental space. Okay, so with the sun, because I feel like too, Mars being in Capricorn, it's really going to give us that energy and that boost to be able to focus on getting these goals achieved. So Wheel of Fortune being paired with the Hanged One here, I really feel like things kind of breaking down. Like the Wheel of Fortune is things turning in our favor, and that's great. But sometimes things turning in our favor and things changing still means that things are breaking down, essentially. So anything that's kind of been breaking down, moving away, things like that, it is just kind of really clearing away. Like I said, Pluto is at a 29 degree, which is a critical degree. There are just a lot of changes individually and collectively. So the wheel is turning. And what are we going to make of these opportunities of things being broken down, new things coming in? This is Jupiter energy as well. So it's very much like wanting to expand, right? And expand into the fortune of the areas of our life where we're trying to really, grow new things, and where we're being asked to grow these new things. And Princess of Cups, here we are right in the middle of winter time. Things are feeling a little bit barren. I know this is like connected with autumn, but Princess of Cups, there's something about really holding our emotions right now and really working with our emotional body. That's definitely been coming up for me a lot as well. And really listening to what our emotions have to say and not disregarding it, not just turning on the TV and dismissing it, really sitting with that. Because I feel like that's what the Temperance card is talking about too here. This like really feeling our emotions and really listening to our intuition around the healing that needs to take place for us right now as we move through these changes. Six of Swords. This is great. Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters, releasing baggage that is no longer serving us. It's Aquarius energy, it's Venus energy. It wants to bring love and knowledge kind of at that same time, pleasure and being able to understand why things were happening. So, this higher wisdom, this higher knowledge. And I feel like that's connected with our emotions. Our emotions are like little knowledge bringers, they're like little knowledge bearers. Excuse me. And so there's something about being able to go through this healing process here with Temperance, really kind of being able to hold space for our emotional body, let go of this emotional baggage, allow ourselves to move to these calmer waters. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like right around the time of this new moon, it's like, let's just pause just for a second and reflect and set intentions of how we are going to work moving forward. Because Seven of Pentacles is just asking us to kind of pause temporarily to reevaluate how we're working on something, how we're moving forward, and maybe how it needs to be tweaked just a little bit, just enough to where we can kind of bring in something new, bring in something that's going to make it even that much sweeter, and then kind of get back to paying attention to detail, get back into that action of moving forward, get back into that where we have this Ace of Pentacles and the Sun here towards the end, this energy that we're moving towards where we're feeling more hopeful. We're feeling like things are starting to come to fruition. And this is probably going to take that whole 6 months, right? But as we move into the spring, I'm really hopeful for this spring. I know that there's going to be some spicy astrology aspects going on this spring, but I'm also really hopeful for this spring. Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity, being able to pause here with this Seven of Pentacles and then saying, oh, look, we've got the Sun here now that we're moving towards, and now we have this Ace of Pentacles. So there's this new offering. Something new is coming in that we're going to be able to grow and nurture, and there's going to be some type of like a sweet success with this. I feel very optimistic about this card. This is kind of like a little gift from the universe about, hey, look, we've got this new opportunity. Work on it. Tend to that garden of this new opportunity, tend to this new seed that you're planting around this new moon, tend to the intentions that you're setting around this new moon, and really watch as they come to fruition for you. Any bad habits that you gotta kind of clear out. And this is, the energy too of Capricorn and Saturn. So really kind of coming together with this Ace of Pentacles card and that like the Sagittarius energy of that hopefulness, but then Saturn and Capricorn being like, okay, but now we're going to take this hope and we're going to go with it. We're going to move forward. So it's like all these three energies kind of coming from this card right now. And then we have the Five of Wands, which can be a little bit of a challenging card, right? But with new things that we're trying to grow, like if you've never grown fruits and vegetables outside before in your own garden bed, you're going to learn how to, keep away the insects, right? Keep away the deer that might chew on your stuff. There's going to be, I feel like with this Five of Wands, there's going to be just a little bit of like a learning curve or a little bit of a challenge. But, Capricorn and Saturn ask us to overcome these challenges and work towards it. And I feel like we are all very capable, even with this Five of Wands energy feeling a little tiny bit combative. It's just us gaining even more knowledge, more wisdom around these new intentions that we're setting and being able to really overcome. I don't feel like this is a negative card. I feel like this is just that reminder of, even during the good times when the sun is shining, you still might be asked to learn certain lessons that feel a little bit challenging, but that you're very capable of overcoming and learning that lesson and gaining that knowledge to be able to make whatever you are doing that much sweeter, that much greater, that much fuller, that much brighter, and that much more beautiful. So I do want to pull an oracle card to kind of end this reading, but I'm feeling very positive about this new moon. I know there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but things are, kind of really need to change and transform on lots of different levels, and I think we all need to kind of figure that out for each other, individually and collectively, as we move forward. So let's pull an oracle card to end this reading. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. this time, Pacific Standard Time. So if you would like to join me for some free card pulls tomorrow, you're more than welcome to. And happy puppet, I am enough. And then I'm going to read from the book. But there's really, like, how she's like holding that heart and just really going after those things that are going to really make her joyful, like her goals and aspirations and everything. She's keeping them right here and staying focused on that. And the number, if you reduce it down, is 7. 7 is about gateways, going through new things, going through and getting new opportunities, and really kind of a little bit of that change, right, of going to those new spaces. So I want to read what that says in the book here. There's something about just really kind of holding things very close to your heart space. So draw a shape such as a circle or flower on a double piece of felt or fabric and cut the shape out, giving you 2 pieces of the same. Sew up the shape to form a pocket, which in magic is called a poppet. Stuff the poppet with dried lavender or flowers, straw or cotton wool. Sew it up completely and decorate it. Hold it against your heart and think about really happy and exciting things you may have experienced. Something beautiful you have seen, or a movie that you made or that made you feel good. Clap 3 times, make a wish, and leave the poppet somewhere visible and safe. And I'm even feeling kind of like putting some of these new intentions that you want into this, and having this be like, in your living room or in your bedroom or in a in a family room, in a, like an art room, a studio space, like maybe like your office space. But that's a really cool idea. And so, yeah, having something that kind of symbolizes your new intentions that you can hold on to, that's really beautiful. So thank you for joining me for this reading. I hope something in here resonated. And if you guys would like, I will be on tomorrow live, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that will be on the 7th of January. And then next weekend, I will be dropping all of the 12 signs for the next part of January. So take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.